All right, here we go. Let's get with it. There you go. Let's see, use all your space.
I know what you do here. Get his ass out the way. Oh, that's what you call a little on 10.
There you go. Signal light to your left. There you go. Even though you're pulling out the parking lot, still gotta use that signal. Good. Just remember when you shift, it's raining, so we're gonna double clutch. There you go. In between 10 and 15. Early, good. All right, we see the stop sign. Let them know. Let's go ahead. Before we hit our brakes, let's go ahead and turn the turn signal on to the right. Let them know which way we're going. That way the traffic behind us will know what we're doing.
Okay.
As you're pulling up, you want to stop behind the stop sign first. There you go. You see the white line there? There you go. Reset back into your normal gear that you'll pull off in. All right. After you stop, you may scoot up a little bit so you can get a better visual on the traffic that's coming. Good. Nice wide turn. Check your mirrors. Make sure you don't hit no curves. Good. That's all right. That's all right. Warming it up. Yeah, stay in this lane. Okay. We're gonna keep straight through this intersection up here.
Okay.
So it's a driveway right here. We're not gonna block that driveway at the stop sign. Again, we're gonna stop behind the stop sign so we can see that white line. We're gonna reset back to our normal gear. Now we're looking both ways. We're looking to the left and the right, checking the traffic. And as we're going through the intersection, we're gonna continue to check the traffic, looking left and right, making sure everybody sees us. We're gonna stay in the same gear while we're going through the intersection. So we don't have any stall outs. Once we get through the intersection, then we start shifting. Keep RPMs low, in between 10 and 15, so you can save on that fuel and you want to shift in that torque. Keep it between the white lines. The reason reason why it's a solid white line to our right, that means caution, but it's going the same direction. The reason it's a zipper white line to the left, that means we can cross over into that lane anytime we want to, and the traffic is also going the same direction. Speed limit is 40, but we're doing 35. We're taking precautions because of the rain. And there you go. We're going to get in this left lane, but after we see, we're going to pass this double white line because we cannot cross a double white line. Trying to get it to 7, so your gas, clutch straight up. There you go. When it's safe to do so, you're going to move to your left lane. So hit the turn signal first. Wait about 3 or 4 seconds to where it make sure it's clear. You're going to move over to your left lane. Do not cut that turn signal off until you look in your passenger mirror to make sure that trailer is completely in the lane. Then you can cut the turn signal off. All right, so we're not gonna hit our brakes yet. We're gonna hit our turn signal first. Let the traffic know behind us that we're going to make a left turn before we hit our brakes. We're gonna make a left turn right here. We're gonna go underneath the bridge, and then we're gonna turn left again. Now make sure when you come up to a car in front of you, you wanna make sure you see the tires of the vehicle that's in front of you. Then make sure that you have enough space in between yourself and the vehicle in front of you, just in case that car breaks down, run out of gas, or anything. You don't force yourself to bag up. Yeah, you can maneuver over to the right or the left.
Okay.
Now, before we complete this turn to the left, we're gonna make sure the bridge height is okay for us to make this turn. So we look up. Bridge height is 18.2. We're in the clear. Then we're gonna turn into our far right lane because it's a double turning lane, so we stay in our far right lane.
So we stay in this?
Uh-huh. And we're gonna turn left. Good. Yes, we don't do any yellow lights in the commercial vehicle. We're gonna make sure we stop.
You would have stopped too.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we was going, slow enough to stop.
Yeah. I came on out here today because I knew it was raining. Why not come on out here because it's gonna be raining something? God, dog,
no.
Something cut that.
Yeah, that's what we gotta watch out for.
Yeah, man.
Those in a rush drivers. All right. Make this turn, and while we make this turn to our left, we're going to stay in our far right lane because it's a double turning lane. Now we have a ramp about 200 feet ahead of us. We're going to move to our left lane when it's safe to do so. Okay, when it's safe to do so, we're going to move to our left lane. So we're going to cut our signal on, and we're going to keep shifting though to make sure we stay with the flow of the traffic, so they will let us over. We're gonna merge left onto the freeway. Still keep that turn signal on until you get on the freeway and you're completely in your lane. As you can see, we got a little bit of a traffic. So we have rush hour traffic. We also have weather conditions. So we're gonna be as cautious as possible. We still have our turn signal on. We got to make sure we're completely in the lane first. Then we check our mirrors, make sure we're in the lane, and then we can cut our turn signal off. keeping a safe distance. Pretty much for every 10 miles per hour you go, you want to have a truck link. So right now we're on the freeway doing about 35 miles per hour. So we're going to have 3.5 truck links in front of us. Always make sure you leave yourself an out. Always make sure you leave yourself an out.
Space.
Yes.
Who is that?
Right here?
Yeah.
Cow. Being cautious in the rain. Got our hand placement at 10 and 2. 2 hands on the wheel at all times. Want to make sure you, anytime you're driving forward, make sure you're looking in the mirror every 5 to 8 seconds to just make sure you leave yourself an out. You don't want to be boxed in nowhere, or you don't want a vehicle in your blind spot. So always keep your eyes rotate, keep your, not your eyes rotating, but keep your neck rotating. Keep your eyes on the lookout for any blind spots or any vehicles that you may not see. Speed limit is 70 miles per hour, but we're going to drive with the flow of the traffic. Merging onto the interstate. We're going to keep caution, but we're going to maintain our speed, but we're going to make sure they not accelerate to fly in front of us and slam on their brakes. So we're still going to give them some room so they can merge onto the freeway themselves. We're on the interstate. Our bridge height is 18.7. We're in the clear. We're good. When it's safe to do so, we're gonna move into our right lane. So we're gonna signal first. We're gonna look in our mirrors, make sure we're clear, and then we're gonna merge over when it's safe to do so. And then we're gonna look in our mirror, make sure our truck and trailer is completely in the lane. And then we're gonna cut our turn signals off. We're going to take the very next exit to the right. So with this particular exit, we have traffic merging onto the interstate, and we have traffic exiting the interstate. So you want to take caution because this is a double-sided exit. It's a merger and it's an exit ramp.
Hey, come on, baby. Hey, baby. Hey. 7. Come on, man. Oh my God. Are you serious? God, no.
do so, we're gonna move one lane to the right. Cannot cross the double white line.
One lane to the right.
One lane to the right. Check our mirrors. We're gonna look in our left mirror, make sure we're in the clear before we cancel that turn signal. And we're good. At the stop sign, we're going to turn left, so we're going to hit our turn signal first. We're going to turn left. We're going to go underneath the bridge and turn left again.
So we can stay in this lane because I see we can.
That is correct. All right, we're going to stop behind the stop sign. We can see that crosswalk fully.
Mm-hmm.
And before we make this left turn, we also examining the bridge to make sure we can clear that bridge. 16.5. So we know we can clear it. We're looking both ways in the intersection, taking precautions, and we're going to turn left. And we're going to turn left again. And it's a double turning lane to the left, so we got to get in the outside turning lane to the right to turn left again, as you can see. We're going to stop behind the white line. That represents the stop sign. Turn left. Put now left turn signal on. Nice wide turn. All right, we're gonna shift in between 10 and 15. We're maintaining 35. Again, like I said, for weather conditions, we're maintaining 35. We're doing about 5 miles under the speed limit. Still got our hands at 10 and 2. Both hands are on the steering wheel at all times. Now we notice we're coming up to our intersection. We're going to turn right, so we're going to signal first before we hit our brakes, controlling the traffic to let them know we are turning right. All right, this particular turn is a double turn to the right, so we got to stay in our left lane to turn right.
So it is a double lane. Okay.
As you can see, we have to be in the outside lane at all times in a combination vehicle. Why? It's because we need that turn.
For space.
Yeah, we need that turn for space. Yes. We got enough
So
space.
make sure you clear your curves.
Stay in our outside lane because it's a double turning lane. We got to stay in the outside lane, and we're gonna maintain this lane until we reach the operational speed of the roadway. Once we reach that operational speed of the roadway, then we're gonna merge back over to our right lanes. Turn signal on.
He coming.
Now we cancel our turn signal.
We're going 35 because it's 40.
That is correct. We're gonna hit ease on our brakes back here. We're gonna give them plenty of room up there. Always leave us some extra space. Put it back in your gear that you're gonna start out in. Checking the flow of traffic.
Doing the applied brake test, we can't lose no more than 4 psi, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So on the static the static can't lose no more than 3.
That's right. Yep.
All right.
Static is 3, and when you apply the brakes, it's 4.
Right. And then you got 120, 60, and then between 40 and between 40 and 20.
Yep. We maintaining our gear because we're going through the intersection.
Right.
We're looking left and right. Now we're gonna look at our mirrors and make sure our trailer is good. And then now we're gonna continue shifting. There you go. 40, but we're gonna
Is
do
it?
35.
All right.
All right, on the next street, we're gonna turn right.
All right.
So hit the turn signal. All right, we're gonna start slowing it down. See where that car is at the top?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna start giving it some downshift, 25 to 7. Because 2 plus 5, we're gonna still slow it down. We're gonna break it down to 15. And
So we
that
can go to
5,
6?
there you go. That 5 and that 1 means go to 6. Accelerate, go to 6. All right.
Here we go.
We got a car here, so we're gonna wait on that car to leave.
Okay. So
We're not gonna make the turn
Okay.
while the car is there.
okay.
So we're gonna wait till that cars leave, so we will not hit this curve to our right.
All right.
We're gonna use all our space. All right. Guys, this is a student driving. He's learning. He's in the process of getting his CDLs. Not bad for a few days of driving. A lot of stuff you got to process of driving the truck. People think it's about getting behind the wheel and just mash the gas. Well, this is a 10-speed manual transmission. You got to use your clutch. You got to know where your gears at. You got to learn where the gears are placed. You got to learn the sweet spots and your shift points. All that takes some coordination and some time. At the intersection, we're gonna turn left. We're gonna stop behind the stop sign. Once we stop behind the stop sign, we're gonna put it back in our gear, our pulling gear. We're gonna pull up to where we can see. And if it's clear, we're gonna keep going, turning left into our left lane. Left turn, left lane. Speed up, we're gonna merge back into our right lane. Signal first. Then we're gonna check our mirrors before we cancel our turn signal. Then we'll cancel it. All right, we're gonna turn right up here. So we're gonna slow down. We're gonna kind of slow down about 15 to 10 miles an hour. We're gonna turn nice and wide, making sure we don't hit no curves. Excellent. All right, we're gonna turn right on the next street. I want to let you guys know while we turn, we always keep both hands on the wheel while we turn. We do not want to turn with one hand. I always turn with two hands at all times. Good. We in 6th gear. We're going to go to 7. That's 7th gear. Going going to 8. And we're gonna stay in 8th gear because back here it's about 30 miles an hour and we don't need 9th or 10th for that. Up here is the intersection. We're gonna turn right, so we're gonna hit our turn signal first. And we're gonna try to get us a few downshifts. We're gonna slow down to the speed first. Trying to go to 7. Gas, clutch, 7. There you go. We're gonna slow down some more at about 15 miles an hour. Remember, 5 and 1 or 1 and 5 is 6. You're gonna gas it, clutch 6. There you go. And make a nice wide turn. Try not to hit no curves. Good. All right, we turned to 6. We're going to 7. All right, we're in 7. Sweet spot in between 10 to 15. Going to 8. Stay in 8th gear. Again, it's 30 miles per hour. We don't need 9th to 10th. And as you see, he still has 2 hands on the wheel at all times. Got an intersection coming up. We're going to stop behind a stop sign, but we're going to hit our turn signal first. See, we're stopping behind the stop sign, getting back in our rifle gear, and we're turning left. And again, left turn, left lane. Turn left at the intersection.
Can I go ahead and get on?
Yeah, get in your left lane. We're still going to slow down to a good speed and downshift. 5 and 1 is 6. So we're going to accelerate, then clutch 6. Nice wide turn, left lane. All right, guys, we're going to shift and then put our hands back on the steering wheel. We're not going to rest it on the steering wheel. So every time you shift, you want to keep 2 hands on the wheel, okay? So we're in 6th gear. We're gonna go to 7, 2 hands on the wheel. We're gonna go to 8, 2 hands on the wheel. And that's all we need. The speed limit is 40, and we're gonna do 35. 3 plus 5 is 8, so we can stay in 8th gear. Hopefully, guys, that makes sense to you. We're coming up to a 4-way intersection, and it's a 4-way stop sign. Remember, the person that comes to your left has the right of way. The person to your left has the right of way, and then you can go. All right, we're going. As you can see, we're gonna Stay in that same gear. 2 hands on the wheel through the intersection, looking both ways. And as you can see, this is a school zone. It's 20 miles an hour. We're going to try to maintain between 15 and 20 miles an hour. We're not going over 20 miles an hour. That's 5th gear. That's good. Now we're going to 6.
Still below 20.
Yes. We're at 15 miles an hour.
Check my mirror, make sure ain't nobody in the blind spot right now.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Going through the school zone, checking the crosswalk, looking for any pedestrians, any children. Coast is clear. We are now outside the school zone. We may accelerate up to 40 miles per hour. We're going to 7. Going to 8. When it's safe to do so, get in your right lane so you get the turn signal. Scan the mirrors to see if we can get over. And we're looking at left mirror, make sure our trailer's completely in the lane, and then we'll cut it off. All right, at the intersection, we're gonna turn right. Right turn signal. This is a controlled by light. We're gonna take cautions because it's been green, a steady green, meaning it can turn red at any time. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and stop. Good. Reset back to our normal gear. Remember, we can't turn on red at all.
I'm so glad you, make note of that.
Yeah.
That's one of my notes. Mental notes.
We're not gonna turn on red. We wanna make sure that light is green so we know we have the clear to go.
Turn radius over here, I see.
Oh yeah, use all
You
your
can
space.
tell.
Yeah, use all your space. Don't try to keep the truck within the lines. You want to keep the truck and trailer on the pavement.
Right.
There you go. Use all your space. There you go. Use all of it. Good. All right, and we're gonna merge left on the interstate. So hit our turn signal. And we're gonna do our best to get up to highway speed so we don't impede any traffic. When it's safe to do so, move one lane over to your left. Move one lane over to your left when it's safe to do so. All right, we're gonna stay in this lane. We're gonna increase our following distance. Take the next exit to your right. Two hands on the wheel. 40 miles per hour. And we're doing 35. Possibly about 34. Safe to do so, move one lane to your left. Check the traffic. Between the lines. We're going to take the next exit to our right. It's about a mile up. When we get about a quarter mile, we're going to hit our turn signal to let our traffic know behind us. And we're going to take the next exit. Again, this exit is an entry and an exit ramp. So take caution. Do not cross the double white line. And watch out for the emerging traffic onto the interstate. We got our turn signal on, 2 hands on the wheel. Looking at our mirrors, checking for any oncoming traffic to merge on. We got a merge to our right. Signal still on. Rim speed is 45. It's the color yellow, that means slow down to 45. Take caution, slow down to 45. We're gonna move to our far right lane, but we cannot cross over the double white line. And you move to the right lane, you move one lane at a time. So once you move into that middle lane, you count about 3 seconds before you actually go into the other lane. So once you stay in the first lane, you count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, make sure it's clear, and then move over to your far right lane. turn signal is still on. Look in that mirror, make sure the trailer is completely in your lane before you cut it off. We're gonna turn right on the next street ahead. All right, we're gonna try to downshift about 6th gear, maybe 5th on this turn. We can't hold the clutch, we got a gas, clutch 6. There you go. Make sure you don't do no excessive turn acceleration. 2 hands on the wheel. Nice wide turn. There you go.
How was that, Doc?
That was great. That was a great turn. Okay, guys, like I said, it's not bad for a second day of driving. It's a student. We learning. We're gonna get to the money. Stay tuned for more videos. This is just a brief situation of what you experienced in the rain. You just gotta take caution at all times. 2 hands on the wheel at all times. Make sure you keep yourself enough distance between vehicles. Make sure you look at every 5 to 8 seconds in the mirrors to make sure you leave yourself an out. And just drive safe, guys. Just drive safe. Stay tuned for more videos. We out.